morning friends, and welcome back to the channel. So today we've come to Nottinghamshire, we've come to Wollaton Park. We're going to take a look around the very magnificent Wollaton Hall. This house construction began in 1580 for Sir Francis Willoughby, and it is a house that was designed by the renowned architect Robert Smythson, who was responsible for Longleat and the nearby Hardwick Hall. It's called a Prodigy house because it was built just to show off the Willoughby's wealth. So shall we go along and take a look? Let's go. Wollaton Hall was built between 1580 and 1588 for Sir Francis Willoughby, and it is an Elizabethan architectural masterpiece. The general plan for Wollaton is similar to that of Robert Smythson's other great houses, Hardwick Hall and Longleat House. This design was widely adopted for other houses too, though the exuberant decoration at Wollaton is very distinctive, and it is possible that Sir Francis played some part in creating it. The style is advanced Elizabethan, combining early Jacobean elements. In 1641, there was a terrible fire which caused extensive damage to the house. The house then remained unoccupied for 50 years. When the Willoughby family returned, it was Cassandra Willoughby, the Duchess of Chandos, who insisted that the house should be changed to reflect a more Italianate style, with the addition of statues from Italy. Cassandra noted in her diaries that the master masons were brought in from Italy. They also added the most unusual gondola moorings that are carved in stone to the exterior of the house. It was in 1801 that the house suffered yet another fire, which damaged a lot of the original interior. Remodelling work was carried out by Geoffrey Wyatville. He was a very prominent garden and architectural designer who had done amazing work at nearby Chatsworth House. By 1881, the house was still owned by the Willoughby family. However, Digby Willoughby, the 9th Baron Willoughby, decided that Wollaton was now too near the smoke and busy activity of the nearby city of Nottingham, which had grown over the years and was now just outside the gatehouse walls. The family would move to another of their estates, Birdsall House, where they still live to this day. So there are some really interesting specimens in this part of the museum. Really big gorilla there. Apparently his name was George. There's some other primates. But there's a really interesting specimen just here. Not quite sure what this one is. In 1925, the house was bought by Nottingham City Council, and in 1926 they opened it as a natural history museum. Walking around Wollaton today, you can still get glimpses of the beautiful house interior that once was. However, much of this is masked by the Natural History Museum. We still really appreciated the staircase with its beautifully painted ceiling and its intricate handrails. If you visit, make sure that you see this particular staircase. The walls and ceiling are still beautifully painted. As ever, don't forget to look up. Well, that was the inside of Wollaton Hall, and as you can see, it is now a natural history museum, so you don't really get much of a feel for how it would have been when it was a house, but I'm pretty sure it must have been absolutely magnificent. One of the painted stairwells still gives you a clue as to how beautiful it would have been. So the exterior still lives up to its Prodigy house status, and as you can see, it is absolutely spectacular. So we're going to stroll on down towards the lake. It is absolutely gorgeous here this morning. We were both saying it's such a shame that in a way the house isn't how it used to be, with the rooms laid out with furniture, etc. Natural history, basically stuffed animals, isn't everybody's cup of tea, certainly not ours. But we're going to stroll on down and we'll take a look at the lake, which we've been to before, and it is very beautiful. So we're going to take a stroll around and take a look at the rear elevation of the house. You can see similarities between this and Hardwick, so I think Smythson's hand is very evident, but it's a very majestic house. So the grounds at Wollaton are still very extensive. You can see over in the distance there's a very large lake, and people do make use of that. We're enjoying some really nice October sunshine this morning, so people are out and about making the most of it. At the back of the house there you can see the original stable block, which is pretty impressive and very sizable. Well, I have to say it is very, very beautiful here today. The sunlight bouncing off the lake looks absolutely gorgeous. There is a pathway that leads up to the Camellia House, which is a real treasure here at Wollaton. So we're going to take that path and get some pictures of the Camellia House for you. So guys, we hope you really enjoyed that autumnal stroll around Wollaton Hall and Wollaton Park with us. It was very, very refreshing. We both spent all week indoors, so it was nice to get outside and get some fresh air. It's a magnificent old place. As I say, sadly, it's not a stately home inside anymore, but it's still well worth the visit. So we hoped you enjoyed looking around there with us. If you did,
give us a like, subscribe, comment and ring that bell.
And yes, drop any comments down below, because we love to hear from you and we always answer them. So we hope the video found you well, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.